Hello, I'm Desiree Drescher, Director of Product Management on the Oracle Student Financial Aid team. And in this spotlight, I will be reviewing the updates we are delivering in 25D. Today we're going to be reviewing enhancements to support updates to verification requirements, the 26-27 award year updates, and increased usability of captured application errors. Let's begin with the regulatory updates. Recently, the Department of Education released an electronic announcement revising the identification verification process for students selected for V4 and V5. Schools must now confirm a student's identity through in-person meetings, conference calls, or third-party verification involving the student. Earlier updates to Student Financial Aid baseline configuration released in the September maintenance pack enabled the collection of identity verification details through a dedicated document. And with this release, we are expanding the ICER verification task to directly capture the required identification data in order to further streamline that process. Updates to the verification task include a new identification confirmation dropdown that allows you to select in-person, conference call, or third-party verification when you are completing verification for students that are selected for V4 and V5. Additionally, further updates were made to the verification results report to populate the verification of identity code using the data captured within the ICER verification task. With the December maintenance pack for 25D, we are releasing support for the Department of Education's reversal of previous deprecation of comment codes 134 and 135. For the 24-25, 25-26, and 26-27 aid years, both comment code 134 and comment code 135 have been re-added to your financial aid system. These codes are used to alert financial aid advisors and students when there are issues with the FAFSA form that should be reviewed, although no resolution is required. After applying the release and downloading your existing configuration, both codes will be included in your ICER C-Codes workbook by default. Baseline configuration will include these comment codes within auto code clearing logic. However, if you're not using baseline, it's important that you verify that these codes are present and properly integrated within your auto code clearing logic. For ICERs loaded with these comment codes after the release, you will now see the related comment code text in the UI, and these codes will be auto-cleared based on your institution's configuration. Let's look next at supporting aid eligibility for the new award year. With 25D, you'll now be able to process ICERs for the new 26-27 award year. This means you can receive, process, and view new ICER files, allowing you to provide timely and accurate projected aid offers to your students. Some highlights of the ICER award year updates include the overall file length being increased, and several fields have been reorganized, with 16 fields now moved to the FTI block. There are updates to field names and content, with 2 field names revised and 20 fields that now have updated valid content. We've also made updates for NSLDS files, so you'll be able to package aid using the latest NSLDS data along with the ICER. And for more accurate projected aid offers, you can configure your cost of attendance and non-federal funds when your institution's policies have been established for the new award year. It's important to note that further support for packaging and awarding Title IV funds will be released once the Department of Education publishes the final specifications for the new award year. We are committed to keeping you informed and providing timely updates as that information becomes available. For step-by-step guidance, including how to enable the new award year with delivered baseline configuration and steps to update reporting to account for new field enums, I encourage you to view the What's New documentation on release readiness. This resource will provide comprehensive instructions and best practices to help you transition smoothly. With the December maintenance pack for 25D, we are excited to announce the release of updated college financing plan templates for the 26-27 award year, fully aligning with the latest undergraduate and graduate professional templates published by the Department of Education. The student financial aid application now supports configuration and enablement of the CFP templates for this new award year, empowering students to easily compare college costs and their anticipated aid. As with prior years, configuration options allows you to control which cost of attendance items display within specific categories and designate whether each item applies to on or off-campus residencies. You will also need to assign each fund to the appropriate category, which determines how fund information is calculated and displayed within the templates. To support this, include configuration for the new award year in your cost of attendance CFP, and fund CFP workbooks. Within the self-service UI, enabling the 26-27 award year allows you to set configurable content for each template, including loan and work options. For the loan amounts and other options section, Student Financial Aid provides default text reflecting the Department of Education's college financing plan templates. Students can view their college financing plan under the Financial tab, now generated with the updated 26-27 templates. These templates include revised award year references throughout the total cost of attendance and glossary sections for both undergraduate and graduate professional programs. Participating institutions can use the CFP to notify students about their financial aid package, either as a primary communication or a supplemental cover sheet to the traditional financial aid offer letter. This is especially important this year due to pending guidance related to the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Title IV aid will not be awarded at this time. Instead, projected financial aid will be included on the college financing plan, and institutions can use the configurable content sections to clearly indicate that all awards are subject to change pending further federal guidance. Lastly, we'll look at how we've enhanced your monitoring capabilities to more efficiently leverage captured application errors. Application event logs now display error messages that retain actionable user-relevant information while omitting internal system details such as stack traces, implementation references, and redundant data already present in report fields. The new format ensures error messages remain clear and helpful, with standardized placeholder text used where technical information has been removed. When your action is applicable, concise guidance is included, and for other errors, you are directed to contact support with the new error ID for further investigation. The application error event report has also been enhanced as part of this release. The report now features a new error ID column positioned after the existing application event ID, providing a direct reference for troubleshooting and support. The event status and resolution comments have been removed as relevant context is now included within the message description when applicable. And lastly, reference information has been added to the report, providing explanations for each column. This includes a list of possible events with descriptions on when they may be triggered, along with guidance on how to effectively use the report for error triage. Please note that this feature does not impact any Groovy-related scripting error messages. Additionally, only new error logs and reports will be affected. Previously recorded events will remain unchanged. With the December maintenance pack for 25D, we are introducing NSLDS limit reporting capabilities, which support monitoring new requirements under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. This report allows schools to monitor and manage students who are approaching or may exceed the new federal direct loan aggregate and lifetime limits. You can also use this report proactively to assess whether there may be funding gaps before OBBB implementation to determine if additional non-federal support will be necessary for students. The foundation of this report is data received directly from NSLDS, which ensures that the information you're reviewing is both accurate and up-to-date based on federal data. The aggregate total column allows you to search for students whose total federal direct loan borrowing is at or near the defined limit, and the lifetime maximum tracks whether a student's overall borrowing is approaching the new lifetime cap established by OBBB Act. Under the new rules highlighted here, students are subject to a lifetime federal student loan limit of $257,500, excluding PLUS loans. For graduate and professional students, there is also aggregate limits of $100,000 for graduate students and $200,000 for certain professional programs. It's important to note that the NSLDS aggregate totals presented in the report tracks borrowing across both undergraduate and graduate levels. So you can use this field to approximate students approaching these limits. However, you will need to develop additional strategies to confirm which program types are included in the provided aggregate amounts. To monitor students relative to the OBB requirements, you'll need to filter for programs that match the OBBB graduate and professional definitions. Use the aggregate total from NSLDS as a reference point to see how close students are to reaching these limits, and then determine how much each of the students' total is attributed to graduate or professional loans. So this may require cross-referencing their borrowing history by program type. As additional NSLDS fields become available from the Department of Education, we will update this report to further improve accuracy and detail. And additionally, once the final coded solution is available, students who qualify for the interim exception will be flagged in our system, and we will integrate this data onto the report as well. Prior to these updates, you can continue to use a supplemental document to identify students and programs that qualify under the transition rules, and use the sample query that was provided on Cloud Customer Connect to help you update this report with the relevant interim exception data. For further guidance on how to leverage the report, consult the Reference tab within the report, which outlines additional steps and best practices. By actively using this report, you can stay ahead of new regulatory requirements, efficiently identify at-risk students, and ensure a smooth transition to the new OBBB direct loan limits. Lastly, also included in our December release, I wanted to highlight the recent enhancements we've made to the academic year override report with the introduction of smart filter controls. The goal of these enhancements is to make it easier and more efficient to identify and review non-term students who have recently had their academic year data overridden, especially those with upcoming disbursements. This allows you to support compliance in a timely manner and enables your teams to prioritize students who most require attention. You can see we've added a academic year override date search parameter where you can now specify a start and end date. This allows you to run the report to include just those students whose academic year override was completed during a particular time frame, making your results more targeted and actionable. Additionally, the days to disbursement parameter has been refined. Now the report will only include students whose override was completed within your selected date range and who also have an anticipated disbursement within the time frame you define. If you want to cast a broader net, you can simply enter 0 and the report will include all students regardless of disbursement timing. Together, these new search parameter filters make the reporting process much more focused so that you can concentrate on students who need immediate review or compliance action. To get the full value of these features and to make your uptake as easy as possible, see the Readiness What's New documentation on the Oracle Help Center at docs.oracle.com. I also encourage you to view the other resources within Cloud Customer Connect and Oracle documentation. These tools offer guidance, best practices, and a community where you can ask questions or share feedback. Thank you for listening to the 25D Spotlight.